let's go ahead and begin with the topic. So, welcome. Today is Friday the 13th. April the 13th. It is Friday. So, welcome everybody to the Dreams of Motion discussion. Again, I will repeat the topic, then we will begin. So, the topic today is how important is relaxing? What do you do to relax? And does traveling help you to relax? Okay. If we talk about traveling, we're talking more not business trips. We're talking more tourism kind of traveling. Okay. Because obviously business trips are not intended to be, they're business trips, so they're related to work, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Anybody have any questions about the topic? Or anybody have a hard time hearing me for some reason? No? Okay, well, that was easy. Okay, so Jamila, we're going to begin with you.
Oh, I should learn that. Never join, in the beginning if you want to speak amongst the latest people. Okay, it's okay. So I think I started, first of all, I think relaxation definitely is important, especially because of the articles we read yesterday. For example, I think with globalization, we all have stressful lives, all of us, whether because of work, whether because of studies, or just life. On a daily basis, we all have the same issues. You have to work, you have to do your homework at home. If you have kids, you have to take care of them. You have to do a lot of planning. You need to stay in touch with your friends. So I think all of these, they may be a source of stress sometimes. So I think finding ways to relax is pretty important if you want to stay healthy and just sane. Just don't go crazy. So I think maybe we all have different ways to deal with stress. But personally, how I relax, first of all, I said cooking. To be honest, I love that, and it's just help. Don't laugh, Imad, okay? I love cooking, and I just relax because sometimes when I cook, I feel like I'm an artist, and this is why I understand why this is true. This is why I think I read research. I don't remember when it was published by whom, but they were saying basically that people that do work with their hands, meaning they are artists, or maybe they make I don't know, they create things. They are much more relaxed. They are much more happier because they get to connect with real things. As opposed, so for example, people like Imad or us working so many hours in front of a computer, usually we are so stressed, we are so anxious, because even sometimes when you are productive, when you do something, for example, you create an application, you create a program, you are not 100% satisfied because you cannot feel it, you cannot touch it. So to me, how I try to relax, food to me is creation. I create things and I feed myself and I feed people around me. So it makes me feel good. So I relax. And what else? Oh, also people. For example, my friend, he was here last session, reading session, Case.
Mm-hmm.
I love him so much because he's the kind of person, whenever I see him, I can be angry, I can be anxious. He has a way to make me laugh.
Did we lose you? Did we lose her?
Yes, suddenly.
Oh my gosh. See, that's what happened. She was cooking too much, okay?
She is back again.
I don't know. Okay, maybe Skype is kicking me out now. It's my turn.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically I said I try to do things with my hands. And I try to surround myself with fun people, not so serious.
Mhm. Oh my gosh. So she likes to surround herself with fun people, not so serious. We got that part. I thought France was supposed to have good internet. Come on. Come on. What happened? Come on, France. Oh my gosh. Imad, you always have such a good, strong connection, okay? I'm not sure why we have so many problems with others. Okay, she's back.
Yeah, your Skype is no good. Okay, it's not working.
Uh, Go ahead.
Wow.
Are you okay? We lost her. Huh. Okay, well, why don't we go ahead? Let's go ahead until she comes back because everybody else is pretty stable, right? We don't have any problems with anybody else right now, as far as I know. Um, let's go ahead. Okay, your boss has come. Okay, all right. Well, what we'll do, let's go to, for now, let's go to beer until Chibelo comes back. So, beer, what do you think?
Hello. Hello.
Can you hear us?
Yeah. Well, it's
Okay.
kind of like someone. Anyway, so what I think, yeah, it's like pretty sure everyone got stressed because of like several things, daily life. Uh, I will speak about myself.
Okay, hang on one second. Hang on one second. I think you might, can you try muting your mic? Okay, there you go. Thank you. Okay, beer, can you try now, please?
Yeah. So I
Uh-huh.
will speak about myself.
Uh-huh.
Uh, as a medical student, pharmacist. So we stress a lot. We have exams like each week. We study a lot. We study like uh, too much. So we stress it a lot. So for me, what I do to relax is like to do something outside of my studies. Uh, Going to events, meeting new people. Um, Even though it's stressed when you like you work to organize an event, it's very
Mm-hmm.
stressful too. But it's like I like to do that like, to get out from my from the stress of my studies.
Mm-hmm.
Even as Jamila said, yes, I agree with her. I cook too. I like to do that, and it's very spicy. Okay, I like to cook spicy food. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. To
good,
be
good,
honest,
good,
yeah.
good, good.
Uh,
Yes, I love eating spicy food. But anyway.
okay, when you come to Algeria, I will do that for you. I will cook for you. So yeah, I get out with my friends, especially who like has the same stress as me. Like my friends in college, so we go out and we have dinner, and we will not talk about our studies and our like daily stressful and everything. So yeah, hang out in my with my friends. It's relaxing me too. Even though babysitting, I like to to sit with babies. So it make me feel like good. Sports too that make me.
Wow, what
Did we,
happened?
did we just lose her?
It's weird. Whenever they speak about cooking, they could get lost.
I know it. I know it. See, you
Well,
guys stop talking about food, okay?
okay.
Stop talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, practicing some sport, going to running like for a run with friends too is like very helpful. Doing some yoga, it's quite pretty great. Um, and also sleeping. Sometimes I escape from stress and sleep all the day, doing nothing. Yeah, it's like that. I don't have a specific way to make like myself relaxing because it's
Oh my gosh. Is it the internet connection? Okay, go
oh
ahead.
my gosh. I think we have problem with Skype.
Maybe, but I don't know if it's Skype or because we see other people are not having any problems staying here, right? Go ahead, Abir.
Yeah, I think it's problem in
I think it happens when they speak.
Yeah, it happened. It happened to me yesterday and the day before. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay, okay.
oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what's that? Yeah. As I
Well,
said,
mhm.
oh my gosh, I forget what I was talking about.
Do you want me
Yeah,
to
I
tell
just
you what you said?
no, no, no.
Okay.
I was like saying okay, say. um, as I said, it's not. I don't have a specific way because when you have a specific way, each time you relax with that way, it will get boring for you. I think that so it's kind of changing and getting out from your comfort zone is very good, and that's what I do each time.
Hmm.
Uh, what else? Yeah, that's it. About traveling, of course, traveling makes me really, I like to travel a
Hmm.
lot in my city, and I had a chance to travel in some city outside my country.
Uh-huh.
And I would like to visit all the world. It's my biggest dream to visit all the world. Well, yeah, I will like work hard to do that. So yeah, traveling like we meeting new people, like seeing other cultures, knowing how they live exactly, like makes you really uh getting forgetting about all your stress and really
Hmm. Okay. Hey, Hiroki.
oh my
Hello.
gosh, I don't like to discover.
Well, let me see. Okay, so you think it's related to Skype? Okay. Yeah, we'll see what options we have when we. Are you back?
Well, hello, yeah,
Okay. So you like traveling, you said, to different
yeah, of
places,
course,
meeting new people,
uh,
right?
yeah, and
Oh, well, we'll see how this goes. Okay. So I'm going to paraphrase what she said. Okay, Abir?
Right.
yes, I'm here.
I'm gonna
Uh,
paraphrase. I'm
Skype
gonna.
is very mean.
Skype is really having a challenge right now, huh? Okay. Let me, Abir.
Hello,
Yeah, let me see. Let me see if I can paraphrase what you said. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So let me do the talking. That way, Skype won't get upset at you. Okay. All right.
okay.
So I'm gonna see how good I was able to write down your points. So you said basically that you like going to events, meeting new people, hanging out with friends, sports. You like running. You like sleeping. Sometimes you can sleep all day long, and you like reading. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
add books, reading books.
Reading books. Okay. Okay. Reading books. That's a good one. So I guess the answer here is that nobody can speak. That's not going to do us any good. Okay. Reading books.
Yeah, reading books. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
sometimes I like to sit alone, don't talk to anyone.
Oh my goodness gracious. Hmm. Well, we know. Okay.
I know what's happening, but it's okay.
Okay, so you like sitting alone sometimes and not talking to anyone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you. Oh my gosh. Okay.
She doesn't
Jamila, are
give
you
up.
back?
I give her that.
Go
I
ahead.
never give up. You should know me.
Okay.
I'm going
So,
to cry. Okay. Skype
huh?
is
A beer is dropping in and out, like in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay.
This is your Skype version, I'm telling you.
You think so?
Yes, it's kicking people out. It's not me. First it was Johnny, then it was
Okay.
someone else,
Well,
then it's
then one of
me.
you. Okay, so one of you make the call then. Okay.
Well, let's try that. Why not?
Yeah, one of you make the call and I'll join. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Johnny, you made the call.
Yeah, I tried to make it.
Okay. All right. So we were with. So I think Abir was the last person speaking, right?
Yeah.
Abir?
Oh,
No, she just dropped off again.
yeah.
So I'm not sure why. So she dropped off. Happens again. Yeah. Abir?
Hello. I can't hear anyone.
You can hear, right? Okay, so this is not working out very well. We have one more option, I think. Okay. Okay.
I hear you clearly, but
What's that,
maybe
Hiroki?
I hear you clearly. Yes.
Maybe her connection.
You cannot hear me?
No, I hear you. I hear you fine. I hear you fine. So I think I can hear everybody fine. There's just people are dropping in and out. So I don't know whether it's a matter of connections. I don't know what the issue. What's that?
Windows 10 version is difficult to manage. Also, it has less function of. Maybe they integrate system to smartphone, so the function is not complete like previous versions.
Yeah, I don't know why they see with this version. I can easily hover over the profile, see who's here. So yes, much better, much better. Okay.
Right.
So thank you, Johnny,
You're
for sending
welcome.
that to me. Actually, it loaded pretty quickly. I just had to close out the other version, and it loaded pretty quickly. So Abir, are you here? Abir. Okay. Well, I think again, I do apologize for the technical difficulties. Okay. Obviously, the latest is not always the greatest. Okay. So we are going to continue. So let me see if I can turn my video back on without shutting everything down. Okay. Yep. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. All right. So let me see. Let me make sure that we have everybody here. So we have Babuti, Saif, Imad, Hiroki, Johnny, Abir, Jamila, Ali Reza, and myself. Okay, good. So everybody can hear me clearly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not okay. Good. 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 Okay. And Rajano just joined us. So, hey, Rajano. We'll try this again. Okay. Okay. So again, thank you everybody for being so patient. Let's go ahead. So the last person that went was Abir. Abir, are you here? I see you trying to talk, Abir. I see the little blue thing show up. Okay. Maybe okay, but you can hear us, right? Type if you can hear us, Abir. Type, type, type. Okay, so here said he can't join. Okay, so I think Abir's is having some problems with her connection. Okay. As I hear he tried to join us, but I don't know why he can't join. We have Thomasy said that he's trying to join us. Okay, let's go ahead and continue though, all right? Because I don't want to hold people up for really, really long. So Alareza, Mr. Alareza.
Yeah.
So what do you think about relaxing?
Okay, relaxing is one of the most important things that I'm thinking about, and since I'm not that old, but I do really like relaxing. And there's a lot of ways for me to be relaxed. Maybe spending with some of my funny friends, not the serious ones. And I mean, getting alone or traveling, visiting some places. I mean, some tourism places is one of the ways that I can relax, or traveling with my family to another cities. It's another one, and visiting relatives, families, and uh, watching movies,
Mm-hmm.
video. I mean, and the reason that relaxing is important because I think it gives give gives some energy to us, and we're doing something that we want to do, and relaxing can help giving us those energy, and I like it. But being too relaxed is not good. All the time being relaxed.
So being too relaxed is not good?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's bad or good. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question if you don't mind, okay? So what is your idea of too much relaxing?
Too much relaxing.
Yeah, what is
I
too
mean,
much relaxing?
it gives us a lot of energy, and I don't know what to do with those. And it's good. It's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you said that you like to hang out with your friends, watching movies, right?
Everything is being in the middle is good.
So a good balance between, because for you, you do a lot of manual work, right? In your family's farm, you do a lot of manual work, right?
Yeah, right.
So for you, being able to just kind of get away from that is good. How would you say, how do most people relax in your country? I mean, what is the, do they hang out with friends? What is the way that most people relax?
They hang out with friends.
Uh-huh.
They're getting relaxing, and some of them just getting resting. Yeah.
Okay.
And other ones are watching, I mean, TV, movies, and some people are going out of city and visiting those exciting places. Those are ways that our spending time with friends.
Okay.
Watching TV, yeah.
So have you haven't traveled outside your country though, right? You've traveled inside Iran, but you haven't traveled outside your country, right?
Actually, I've traveled 2 times to Iraq.
Oh,
Neighbor
okay.
country of Iran. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Once about 3 years ago, and another one about when I was about 7 or 8 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and those are the times that, I mean, it's too relaxing. I mean, it was good. I mean, we do not think a lot about the things because, yeah, when we are traveling, I mean, everything. I mean, we cannot just. I mean, we are free from everything. I mean, we're
Okay.
happy. That's why, maybe.
Okay. Okay. Any questions from anybody for Ali Reza? Any questions? I have one more question. One more question for you.
Yes.
Because when you said you traveled to Iraq, now from a cultural standpoint, do you feel like because you had that opportunity to travel outside the country you're living in, do you feel like you were able to learn something, or was it more? This was some time ago, like when you said when you're younger, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, it was not that long ago. It was, yeah, that made sense. It was not that long time ago, and yeah, I do learn a lot. For example, maybe we do share the same religion that is running in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, but I mean, those people were too friendly with foreigner. I don't know if they are friendly with themselves also, but they were good people in Iraq, and I mean, we spent times with them when, yeah, I mean, they were two great people that I met, and also I remember when I was a small boy that we were visiting them. I mean, those times also they were great people, and also about 3 years ago they also were good with foreigner and with their neighbors. I mean, every day we were hanging out. I mean, with them, and they didn't have any problem with us, and also we didn't have. And I mean, those are people great. Yeah. I mean, those are the experiences that I have.
Okay.
They didn't care a lot. Yeah, I mean, they didn't care a lot about the things. I mean, business or work. Time that we were visiting them, yeah. But the people that are in my location, they are more busy, maybe.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. And let me go ahead and insert something real quickly. I'm gonna say something real quickly here because I just saw the message of beer that you wrote, and we haven't really talked about this. So I think now is an appropriate time to talk about this. We are looking at, and I know some of you have a hard time getting Facebook. But we are looking at doing some of our events in the future on Facebook and actually conducting, if we can, a live session on Facebook. Abir, do you hear me? Abir?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. And I hear you very clear now. So we are also looking at that. Okay, so Jamila is actually. And if you want to bother her about it, please feel free to bother her about it because it's something that no, I'm serious, because one of the things that we're looking at is also using alternatives to Skype in the future. So we may be doing this on Facebook, some of it on Facebook in the future, okay?
And because you love
as
to
an
be bothered.
alternative,
Yeah,
to
that
what okay, so just because I saw your message there, we actually talked about this. Me and Jamila and Johnny and Rajano talked about this a few days ago. We talked about maybe using another alternative platform. Okay.
Yeah, we can use WhatsApp or like the Hangouts, like for meeting discussion or something like that. Because I think Skype is going from bad to the worst, like with these versions of updates. So I think like that.
No, we are looking at that. And we have used Google Hangout in the past. The problem is that, that is an alternative. So we are looking at that, okay? So I just want to address what you said here. But now we hear you very well, okay?
Yeah, I can hear you too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what the deal is, but we'll try. We're always looking for different options.
Thank
Uh,
you, Ray. You are the best.
welcome. I said we are always looking for different options. So because we didn't really finish with you, Abir,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and since you're here now, does anybody have any questions? I asked some questions to Alareza, but nobody really had a chance to ask questions to you. So does anybody have any questions about what Abir said in terms of relaxing? I wrote down a lot of things: sitting, reading,
I believe you
sleep,
have.
sports. Huh?
I
Go ahead.
believe you have, not them.
Okay, Johnny, what's your question?
Yeah, I had to step away for a moment, so I didn't hear a beer, but I did hear a
Oh,
and I have a question for Alireza. Am I still on time?
okay, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I would like to ask him,
Yeah.
in what situations does he think that is not the right time to relax? What kind of usual situation you would say, Alireza, that to that person, well, you shouldn't be relaxing right now.
Yeah. In the early morning that my father is calling me, hey man, get up, get to work. That's the time that I shouldn't get relaxed.
Yeah, no, but I don't mean about you.
I mean, the business time. Okay.
I mean about people.
Sorry. Then the time of business, maybe the time that you should do some serious things. The time of school, maybe. Those are not the times that you should get relaxed. Yeah. For example, you should be on time on the class, so it's not the time to getting relaxed or stressing or spending time with friends.
All right. So for question.
Okay.
Thank you.
You know, one thing really quickly going back to, you know, it's interesting for me, Alireza, because when I work outside, when I work with the vegetables, actually to me, that's very relaxing. That kind of work is very relaxing to me.
Yeah, this is relaxing. Yeah, that's true.
So, you know, sometimes I think if we're doing the right job, you know, it's almost like we're relaxing, but still doing our job. So I think it depends upon, you know, the situation. If people are in a job they don't like, then it's not relaxing. It creates stress. But if you're doing something you like, maybe we can consider that also relaxing. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true.
Okay. So let me go back to beer though, because no one really asked a question. So again, Albir, you said a lot of things. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you haven't traveled outside of your country, right?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
You have?
Yes, I traveled to, I think 4 or 5 times to Tunisia. Or no, I forget.
Okay.
Yeah, and I traveled to Morocco, to Jordan, to Saudi Arabia, and to Turkey. Yeah.
So you are an international traveler. Okay.
Yeah, I like to travel. And this summer I'm looking to go to travel to Europe, but I don't think like they will give me the visa, so I'm waiting.
Okay. Well, I don't know why you would have a problem getting a visa. You shouldn't have a problem. Okay.
I don't know.
You can
And
go to Paris. Okay. You could go to Paris. All right.
Yeah, we'll go to Jamila to bother her.
Okay. So that's interesting. So you said you've been around Morocco and Jordan and Saudi Arabia and Turkey, Tunisia. So did you find that when you traveled, was it stressful or was it more relaxing, you think?
Yeah, it was more relaxing, of course. I like to travel. Like, yeah, it's more relaxing. especially when I go to, when you go to another country, another culture.
Hmm.
For me, for Morocco or Tunisia is the same. Like you didn't change
Right, right.
like the same tradition, the same, even the same language, the
Mm,
accent. So it's not that much. Like you will feel like you are home. But
right.
when I traveled to Turkey, I felt very relaxed. I felt like a refreshing air somehow. So I like it too much, and I like it more than any country I visited from all of that list. So yeah, meeting and seeing people how they live and meeting uh, new people, talking to them and try to talk to them like even though they don't know English, because
Mm,
like somehow Turkish people like they are very racist to their language. They don't like to learn English or another language like to speak. So it was like very challenging to speak with them. But I talked I talked to them with like gestures and with some Arabic words because they know some Arabic words like they are Muslim, so they can catch some word. But like that is a kind of it's very great. Um, yeah, visiting new places, especially like they have a lot of how we say civilization, a lot of places, different places that you can visit. So yeah, I like to do some adventures and to see new things. I'm curious. I'm a curious person. I like to catch new things. So, and it's very relaxing to know new things. And yeah,
okay, very interesting. So Turkey was the place that probably was the biggest, or had the most interesting things for you, huh?
yeah, better than Jordan. For example, like you go to Jordan, you go to Petra, you see that kind of miracle things. But no, it's kind of like maybe because they are Arab. I don't know, but I didn't like it much like I like Turkey.
Okay. Well, and you bring up a good point that when we think about traveling, most people, when they travel, I guess it depends upon the person. Some people, when they travel, they want to travel, they feel more comfortable if they can understand the language and this kind of stuff, right? Some people are like that, right?
Yeah,
But you also have a lot of people, myself included, that when I travel, I actually like to be in a place where they speak a different language or the culture is much different because you learn something, right? You don't really
yeah,
learn something when you go to a place that's very similar to your own, right?
yeah.
Okay. There's a city was like Anatoly, I think it's Anatoly, right? It's on the ocean.
Antalya, Antalya,
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes.
Antalya. Yeah,
It's supposed to be
yeah,
like one of the favorite places in Turkey on the ocean, right? On the Mediterranean, right?
yeah. I visited before. Yeah,
Oh, did
but
you?
it's kind of like very quiet place and a lot of tourism, but it's not that much like Istanbul. Like when you go to a lot of places, the the Blue Mosque, and
Hmm.
there are a lot of things that I visited twice. That's why I like it. I what I like it the most is the Princess Island. It's very interesting place, and I told my father I will make money and I will buy a house here. Yeah, because it's very quiet, very clean city. It's a city. It's an island where you don't find any car.
Uh-huh.
They travel they do the transport with their bicycles. It's very healthy city, and I like it. And you go to it from Istanbul to it with a boat, and it's very kind, and I like it. So
What,
that
what's
was
the
like
what's the name of the island?
the Princess Island. It's five islands, and each one you will visit it. How we say? Oh my gosh, I forget the words. It's for it's 5 islands, and you will like go on a boat traveling from Istanbul to that boat. To that island, like you will like see the first, the second, and the third, and you will like stop in the fifth one, and it's very great. You will like find the horses, the bicycle, and you don't find cars. No more cars. No, like that. That what I like, and it's very nice and clean, and yeah, I like it. So I remember that when I visited twice, I think, and I told my father, I will like be billionaire, and I will buy a house there in the future. He said, "You will hate the routine. It's not good." Yeah, exactly. I have photo. I am not at home, so I will like next time I will send you that photo with me. So yeah, it's very great place. I like it.
Yeah, I was just looking. I was just looking at the website, Wikipedia, looking at it, and it looks very interesting. Um, okay, so I wrote that down. That sounds like a place to visit. Okay, you could be like a Turkey tour guide. Okay.
Yeah, actually, we didn't go. We didn't go with a guide tour. Like we just like buy a map, and we went all like get lost with my father and my family, and like taking the train, taking the boat, and it was fun. I like that. So yeah.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Okay, so thank you for sharing that. I learned something about a new place now. Thank you for sharing that. I'm looking at the pictures. I'm looking at all the pictures of that place right now. So I'm posting some of here so people can see what it looks like. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and I think also the thing about in general about Turkey that's a little bit different is particularly in Istanbul is the diversity of culture, right?
Yeah.
You know that you have a good mixture, you know, European, Middle East, there's a blend of diversity there, right?
Yeah, but like they don't like someone who speak with them in English. I don't know why. I found
They don't
a
like
lot
somebody to
of
speak to them in English.
yeah. They want you to speak in their language, and I didn't like that. And I was like finding that very challenging, like to speak with
Oh,
them. Yeah. I don't know why, but my father told me that like yeah, they should do that to make their culture very strong and something like that. Yeah.
Well, more power to them. It's their country. They can choose to do what they want to do, right? I
Like even
guess.
in the hotels, like when you speak with the reception, it's very difficult to speak with them in like you find just one speaking English and the rest like don't understand you.
Mm, mm, mm.
I don't know
Well,
why.
well, like I said, it's their country. They can do what they want, right?
Yeah, but I believe they understand that. Like, if you speak in English, they understand you, but they like act like they don't. I don't know why, but it happens. Like they once it happens to me. Like I speak, and I think with his body language, he's understanding me. But I say I don't speak a Turkish. They just say Turkish. I don't speak English. So yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, thank you. And I shared a whole bunch of pictures. Do you
Yeah, you
recognize?
make me
Do you
remember.
recognize
Yeah,
them?
yeah, you make me remember. The places. It was great, Iceland. Like I like it, really.
Okay. Well, you have a good country too. Okay.
Yeah, of course. Oh my gosh. I will
Oh my
start to
gosh.
talk
All right.
about Algeria. Well, the problem in Algeria is like we don't care about tourists.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's the problem. But if we do care, like it will be the best country to visit. That's
Yes.
it.
One day I hope we could do something about that, okay?
Yeah, I hope
I hope
to.
we can. Yes, I hope we can three, okay? All right. So let's go. So we did Ali Reza. We did you a beer. Saif, Mr. Saif, are you here? Mr. Saif, are you here? Maybe you gave up on us and went to sleep. I don't know. So we'll go to Babuti. Babuti.
Hey,
Hey, thank
how
you
are
for
you?
being so patient.
Yeah, yeah. It was yeah. Today I didn't have any problem. I didn't have any problem with internet, but yesterday I had very. It was challenging for me to join in, but today is better. I
Okay,
don't
good,
think.
good,
Yeah.
good. So what do you think about relaxing? What do you do?
Yeah, I think relaxing is something that is very important because you know what? I think I'm one of these persons that think that our purpose in life is to get things done, and for that we have to work. And in order to work hard and to get things done, we have to relax in order to energize ourselves. And for that reason, I think relaxing is a part of our purpose on life, and that we should alternate with work and other things in our life. And I don't take it as a waste time or as a spare time that we don't have anything to use it. I think of it as a part of our work because it is a kind of preparing myself to be better or to fit better or to be able to do things better the next day or the next week or the next year. And for that reason, I think it is part of my work to relax and not to work so hard. Work so hard. I mean, to work in a way that we achieve things, but we still keep our energy in that way. We can do more and we can do it better. And for that reason, I think that is why I think it is important to relaxing. Relaxing for me might be in different ways. Yeah, I think traveling from place to place, not only traveling abroad, because you know what, in our country or in some of these places, you might travel from one place to another place, and for that reason, whenever you change the environment in which you are working or you are used to, I think it is relaxing itself, and you don't need necessarily. I think it is good, but you don't need necessarily to go abroad in order to feel relaxed or to see a lot of things. And I think the traveling, but also watching some some movies with, particularly when you are with friend or with other person with whom you share a lot of things. I think it is a relaxing moment. And reading a book also when you are alone, and yeah, reading a book particularly about history, about what happened in the past, and about a particular is a relaxing moment for me. And I think that is why even when we take a break in our work, I think it is some time when we don't want to go eat or something like that, sitting on the bench and reading a book or something like that, it is a kind of relaxing and it is a kind of energizing you, because you get before you get back to your work. And yeah, there are a lot of things that we can do in order to get relaxed or to and but for me, relaxing in itself should not be a goal in itself. It was always a way to get boosted in order to do things in a better way the next time.
Okay. You know, it's funny. It's funny, Babuti, the different perspectives and how people look at look at relaxing, because some people will have a very hard time relaxing, right?
Yeah.
And some people have, like we just talked about, have different ways of relaxing. So let me ask you a question, because for you, I mean, you have a career, you have a family. it's a little bit different situation than somebody that's single, like say a beer, okay, or even myself or somebody, okay. So when you have these other responsibilities, how do you find time to relax? Is it hard?
No. I don't find it hard to find time to relax because as I said before, I take it as a part of my duty because
Okay.
I think of that as I can't achieve anything when I'm not relaxed. When I work hard and when I try to stay with with my family, with my son, particularly when he was at his age, yeah, that he needs me the more. I think it is important for me to relaxing in order to be prepared to achieve my duty toward them, toward all of them. And I think, yeah, I really like it, the question that Johnny asked to Aloreza, what is the time that you shouldn't relax? I think for me, it is the time when you have to meet a deadline that is very important, and for that you shouldn't relax at that time. What it take, yeah. When you have that deadline and you should meet that deadline, you shouldn't relax. You shouldn't relax. You should go and you should work hard in order to keep it and to meet that deadline, to keep it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Very interesting. Anybody else have any other questions for Bubuti? Any other questions?
I do.
I do have one more. Okay. Go ahead, Johnny.
Sorry. We have a delay. I don't want to
go ahead
and interrupt. But anyway, Babuti, what would happen to you personally if you don't take that time to relax? You say you need some time to, perhaps organize your thoughts, take a moment, breathe, and, so that you can go back to your work and approach it in a different way, perhaps, and do it better. So what is your experience about not doing that? Perhaps you lack time to do that, and perhaps you are on the deadline and you see that you're very stressed out, but you don't have time to relax, but you need to relax because perhaps, ideas are not coming into your minds, perhaps. So what is your experience about not having time to relax? What is the consequence?
Yeah. The consequences are very dramatic. Yeah, let me say it in that way. Yeah, you know what? When you feel that you can't find the time to relax, that means you are doing. Yeah. It's about me personally. That I think that I'm not so organized in doing my work, and that translates in my work is being done in very it isn't never achieved in the way that I wanted to. When I try to speak, that doesn't can flow as I want to. When I want to write down or to write down a report or something, but I want to report to my boss about any situation, it always goes so bad because I don't find the right word. I can't think of all of things that I know because I'm overexcited or I'm not relaxed, and that is why I think it is a very bad situation to be in. I experienced that many times when I lose, sleep, or I can't relax or don't have much time. It was always translated in a very bad situation in my work. Always.
All right.
Okay, Johnny.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Alrighty. So, thank you, Babuti. Let us go now to Johnny. Did you want to go, or did you want to go at the end?
At the end. There are other people here. Perhaps that time is not perfect.
Okay. So we have Khalid. Are you here?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you well. Did I say your name better this time or not? No?
Say that again.
Did I say your name better? Khalid, right? Khalid.
Yeah, I mean, say my name again.
Oh, Khalid. Okay.
Um.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, yeah.
You need to practice, Rick.
I know it. I know it. I always have. It's like, yes, I know it.
Don't focus about
yeah.
the letter, so you can pronounce it easily. Don't focus about it. Just say Khalid.
Khalid. Khalid.
Yeah. Here, more here.
Okay. All right. So, Khalid, what do you have to say about relaxing? Are you here?
No, I haven't heard anything.
Oh, okay. So, what do you think about relaxing? How do you like to relax? How important is it to you? And what do you do?
Well, relaxing, of course, keeps us away from stressing out moments. Sometimes when you're concerning a lot about something, or you're thinking a lot, or you have a lot of studies, a lot of homework, you start thinking a lot. It really makes you stress a lot, and you wouldn't feel comfortable. I mean, you feel like you have a lot of problems, and you feel so desperate. But sometimes we really need that moment that we should leave everything around us, and we just have some time with ourselves, rest somewhere, go like to my room, I close the door, and I do something that make me feel relaxed. It makes me from the problems I have, the challenges I face in my life. So personally, what I do when I have such hard times, like at school or like outside with family or with my friends, sometimes I have problems in my room. I go to my desk, I pick up a pen, and I start writing anything that comes to my mind, like just write randomly. And sometimes I actually feel really relaxed when I'm learning something. Like, for example, random things. I just go to Wikipedia, search something, and I start reading it. I feel really relaxed. Sometimes languages. I do use, like, for example, that about my problems, things that are making so much concern. I just pick up like something, like a language, and I start learning it, like the alphabet, the grammar, or anything like that. And there are other things that I do, but most of the times I do this thing that I just mentioned to you.
Okay, well, interesting. You bring up a really good point that, again, relaxing, can also be learning something, right? Learning something.
Yeah.
People think that relaxing means just laying on a beach, maybe, okay? Right?
Yeah.
But relaxing can be also learning something new, taking up a new hobby, or reading, writing, okay? Those are all...
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so
I mean, it can be any activity that makes you forget about your problems.
Right. So, have you traveled outside Algeria before?
Oh, never. But I did. Well, once, like 4 years ago, I was in a city which is very Morocco, and I crossed the borders like illegally. I entered to Morocco. I stayed like for 10 minutes, and I came back to my country, and no one has seen me. So I don't think it's counted like traveling.
Okay, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was really risky anyway.
Interesting. Okay.
I hope Morocco's not listening to YouTube right now.
Well, let me ask you another. Well, it reminds me of people like, say, we're here, our country is right next to Mexico, and people might maybe they walk across the line, they put their foot into Mexico, and they say, "Oh, I've been to Mexico." Then they turn around, go back to you, right?
That's actually what I've done.
Yes,
I mean, last time.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Too funny. Well, let me ask you a question, because you're pretty young. So in the future, do you feel like traveling is something that you want to do as part of relaxing in the future?
Yeah, I would love to. I mean, I actually love traveling, just that I don't really have the money to go. So I would love to go to different countries, discover different cultures, talk to different people from different countries, and like, for example, I personally prefer if I want to go to a country and visit it, I would prefer to be able to speak the language of the country I'm going to, because for example, if I go to France and I speak French, I would feel more like people of that country. I mean, I would be speaking their language. I would like feel like I am part of them, you know, part of their culture. And this is what I prefer. Like, I'm actually planning to go to Japan like someday. It would be the first place that I go. So I'm learning Japanese right now, and I really hope to go.
Oh, did you hear that, Hiroki?
Yes. I heard that.
Oh, we've got someone from Japan here.
Yes,
okay.
Hiroki. Yes, Hiroki from Japan.
Yeah. Anyway, I just love the Japanese culture, music, people, tradition, the country, everything about Japan. I just.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's so great. Come, please come.
Well, you've got some fans from Algeria, buddy.
Okay, so that's very, very interesting. Well, you speak French already, right? Because most people in Algeria
yeah.
French.
I mean, almost like most of Algerians do speak French. I mean, Arabic and Berber, like Kabyle language, and French. Like it's like a trilingual country.
Right. Yes. Okay. Very, very good. Very interesting. Very interesting. And okay. So thank you for sharing that. Anybody have any questions they would like to ask them? Anybody have any questions? No questions? Come on. There's got to be one question at least. Okay, I have one question.
At least one question from a Japanese guy.
Yeah, Hiroki. So ask him a question.
Mm-hmm. So, do you know what is the reason why you like Japan?
Okay, that's a good question. I remember when I was 5 years old, I started watching Japanese anime. Like, it's been a long time. So, like, since 5 years old, and I've been watching a lot of anime. And those Japanese anime, they do have a lot of, you know, Japanese. They show us Japanese culture, Japanese language. They really teach us a lot about Japan. And since I was a kid, like, I fell in love with those anime, which made me fall in love later with Japan, like, as a country, as a whole. So probably that's the reason, the first time I start, like, falling in love with this country.
Oh, nice.
Interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, I think there are a lot of anime fans around the world. People, I think that they become really, they really like it a lot. So interesting. Okay, well, thank you. Really, really interesting. So, Mr. Hiroki, tell us about what you like to do to relax, and please don't say you watch anime, okay? I'm joking with you.
Yeah, actually, for relaxing, I like nature. So in the past, I just hung out the urban kind of city street, but now it's kind of crowded place. It's not good for me to relax. So if I want to relax, I go to the beach or go to the park to walk around. I used to jog, but now I stopped jogging. And but nature is good for me to just see the ocean every day. Every time the scenery is not different, you know, because of the angle of the sun or time or season. It's almost like art to me, just seeing the ocean. So, and I like music. Definitely I listen to music. Maybe classic rock. And while I'm driving, I listen to upbeat type of song. Not upbeat, tight. Sorry. And and for just relaxing right after wake and for sleeping, I listen to ambient music. So, and today I drove because I found a new article about supermarket, and the small it was small supermarket, but it has a lot of sensor to check our movement. You know what? It's a bit spooky for me, idea for me, but they are collecting consumers' big data there. So after I went into the store, it has a lot of cameras sensor on the ceiling, and yeah, they are checking customers' movement also. Such kind of thing. Maybe sometimes to challenge new place, and then on the way home I found a new route has opened, so I drove that new route for a while, and also maybe challenge new things sometimes. Kind of relaxing.
Okay. Well, let me ask you well, first of all, does anybody have any questions for Hiroki? No questions? Oh my gosh. Okay, I have okay, go ahead.
But I want to make sure that I heard right and correctly. Did he say that he goes to places to relax?
Today I usually went to the nature, but today I drove to the newly opened supermarket. So sometimes such kind of supermarket which has a lot of sensors. So it's kind of So maybe not expanding, kind of to challenge new place. Sometimes kind of relaxing because I can get out from my kind of ordinary life.
Then I have two questions. The first one would be, do you always go to places when you want to relax? I mean, is that the only way that you find to relax, or do you do other different kind of activities other than just visiting places to relax?
I usually go to my familiar beach or park because I know the place or how to go there or such things. So I don't. But if I go to the new place, I need to be careful about the route or such things. So for just relaxing, I tend to go to the kind of my familiar spots to go.
All right, but my question was, what other activities do you do other than going to places in order to relax? I mean, do you do other things that does not involve going to places?
Got it. Music. For me, music. Listen to ambient music. Kind of, Also, not only ambient music, I love music, so I often listen to music for relaxing, for getting bored, to be relaxed.
All right. Okay, and my other question would be, what happens when it rains or there is something outside that prevents you to go to places, when you cannot go to places? If that is your best way to relax, what happens when it rains? What do you do? What is the alternative?
Okay. If I go taking a bath or taking a shower, also change my mood. It's changed my mood. Really? Or just drinking a cup of coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. How many cup of coffee do you drink in order to relax?
Maybe one, because 3 is maximum. If I drank more than 3 cups of coffee, maybe I gonna feel sick. So
You get the
3,
opposite effect that
usually
you're
1
looking for,
in a
right?
day. Right.
Yeah, too much coffee. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Hiroki.
Alrighty.
You're welcome.
Yes, and one thing real quickly, I noticed that when I was in Japan, Hiroki, when I was in Sasebo, where I was staying, they have a really nice park. I know a lot of people really enjoy going to the parks. I think it's something that is part of the culture, right? The outdoors, right?
Maybe a lot of many people nowadays are walking in the park. Yes. Or jog or walking at the park.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let's go. Jirkan, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Nice to meet you. I think this is your first time here, right?
Yes, I am a new member here.
Oh, well, very nice. And you're from Thailand, right?
Yes, I'm from Thailand.
What part of Thailand are you from?
I'm from in the northeast part of Thailand.
Oh, for the northeast. Okay.
Northeast, yes. Have you ever been in Thailand?
Yes. I've been to Bangkok and Phuket and Pattaya, but I've never been to the north part.
Yes. My province is Khon Kaen City.
Okay, so you are close to Laos?
Yes, of course.
Okay, yeah. Nong Kong, is Nong Kong close to where you're at?
Nong Kong, yes.
Okay.
You are so funny, teacher.
Okay. All right. So why don't you tell us what you like to do to relax?
Actually, I think sleeping is very important for me. Help me for relaxing, and sometimes I would like to traveling in any place in Thailand, and I have been in Laos, Vietnam, Malaysia, Cambodia, and I hope the next year I would like to visit in Japan if I possible ask. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice. So you traveled quite a bit then. You've traveled, you said Vietnam and Cambodia and some other countries, right?
Yeah, because it's near my city.
Yes.
I can go there.
Oh, very interesting. And you want to go to Japan. Why do you want to go to Japan?
Because I think Thai people would like to visit in Japan and South Korea, and Taiwan.
Oh my gosh!
And now, teacher, they change their behavior or they change opinion to visit in European.
Okay, so.
Yeah.
Okay, well, very, very interesting. So you said you like to travel. What else do you like to do? Do you Thai food is very good. You like eating Thai food like pad Thai or something?
Pad Thai, Tom Yum Goong, yeah.
Yes.
It's popular here, and Pad Thai is the top 10 of Thai foods in the world. I think. Yeah, I think.
Yes. I love pad Thai, chicken pad Thai. Very good.
And teacher, I would like to invite you to visit in Thailand again, and I will take good care of you.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you. And
okay.
Anybody have any questions for Joe Card?
Don't ask a difficult question for me because I am not good at English. Okay.
No, your English is pretty good. Pretty good. So, anybody have any questions? Come on, who has a question?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, Hiroki. Go ahead.
Like hard atmosphere, Thailand is called how can I say, country of smile, smiley country. Is it true?
Yes, land of smile because people like to smile to foreigner for tourists when they visit in Thailand. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Can't you tell, Hiroki?
I hope to see you in Japan, Lucky.
Oh yeah, please come.
It's pretty interesting that when I was there in Thailand a couple of years ago, it was really, really a really good time, meaning that everybody you meet is very friendly. When I went to Phuket, when I went to Pattaya, when I was in Bangkok. But I think the people in northern Thailand are a little bit more friendlier because they are, how do I say it? Go ahead.
Teacher, Isan people in northeast parts of Thailand are fairly small than North people. Yeah.
Well, I know that people in north part of Thailand, I think, are more because they're smaller towns, smaller villages, not so many big cities. South Thailand has, Bangkok and Phuket and Pattaya.
Yeah.
But north has more people are more, I think, how do I say it? I don't know the
Chiang Mai. Teacher,
yeah,
have
Chiang
you
Mai.
ever been
Yeah, I
in
know, yeah.
Chiang Mai?
No, but
Yeah.
I have many friends I have some friends that live in Chiang Mai. Yes, I know Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai is to me, Chiang Mai is a very nice place too.
Yeah, very
Better than
nice.
better than Bangkok, I think.
Yeah, yes, better than Bangkok. Yes.
Okay. Well, again, happy to have you here. I'm glad you could join us.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone in here. I'm
Okay.
happy to join.
Well, no, we're happy to have you. We're happy to have you. Okay, so let's go to Catherine. Catherine. Hello, Catherine. We have Thailand, China, Japan. Okay. Catherine. Hey, Catherine.
Hi. Can I ask a question? The Thailand is so hot, but why your food also very spicy?
Oh yeah, yes.
I tried once a Thai food. It's really spicy.
Yes. Papaya salad is very spicy food. Yes, tom yum goong also. Yeah. Thailand corn som tam, okay? There are a lot of chili. Okay.
Yeah, yes, they have. Well, you know what, Jurkhan, that in Catherine, it's interesting that the southern Chinese food is also very, very spicy, like in Sichuan province, right? Is also very, very spicy. And then you go to Thailand and you also have so many spicy food, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty interesting. I love the Thai pepper. The Thai pepper. Great.
Thai pepper.
Yes,
Yeah.
very good. Okay, Catherine. So tell us what you like to do to relax.
Relax.
Do you know how to relax?
Maybe travel. Oh, sorry.
Are you here? Okay, we lost her, I think. Catherine? Okay, doorbell. Okay. So in the meantime, so we have, Abir, we have Recep here. He's from Turkey.
But I'm right now in Bratislava.
Hey.
I am in Slovakia right now.
Oh, you're in Slovakia?
Yes, for business trip.
Oh, good for you. Oh my gosh. You're getting
Yes.
around United States, Slovakia. What other places?
Next place, I think must be UK.
Oh my gosh, you're like the international traveler, huh?
Yeah, sometimes.
So Abir was here earlier. She is from Algeria, but she was talking about when she went to Istanbul, she went to the Paradise Islands. You know those?
Paradise Islands.
Yeah.
Island.
Princess.
I don't know.
Princess.
Oh, Princess. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
Princess.
France. Yeah.
I don't know why I said paradise. Okay, Princess.
Yeah, but it's kind of paradise. Yeah.
Yeah. I know that island. It's good and perfect.
Yeah, she was saying that Turkey was her favorite place to travel abroad.
Yes.
Sorry?
She was saying, Abir was saying that Turkey was her favorite place to travel to from abroad.
Yeah, Istanbul especially is a very good city, especially for tourists. But you how can I say, don't use taxi because they're
Yeah, actually, someone like stole us. Yeah, we don't use taxi. We use
yeah. Or there is some mobile applications. One of them is what is the name of that applications? It's also popular in the United States.
Uber?
Yeah, Uber.
Uber.
And also there's another local application, B-Taxi.
Oh.
Yeah.
So in Istanbul, the best way to get around is just walking?
No, subway.
Oh, subway?
Yeah, there's subway.
Yeah. There is subway, also metro bus, and some other public transitions, also some minibus or something like that. But I don't want to talk about Istanbul. I just want to talk about Bratislava, which is capital city of the Slovakia.
What do you like about it?
Girls. They're how can I say, I didn't find correct word to define them, but they're most beautiful woman that I seen in my life right now.
Oh my gosh, Rajab. Okay, you're supposed to be there. You're supposed to be there for work, right?
Yes.
So how can you have time for anything other than work? Huh?
There's night and Friday night, everyone is out there and they are drinking beer, some other alcohol things, and women are very friendly. When I say hi, they are directly respond to you and start to talk with you, especially if they find someone who speaks English. They directly try to speak English because they also, as I understand, want to practice with you. It's very good.
So I guess Rajab has told us a very important point. If you want to relax, okay, maybe Slovakia is a good place to go to, huh? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Slovakia is a good place to relax.
And practice your English skills, huh?
Of course, and some body skills maybe in the future.
Oh. Interesting. I wonder, Slovenia, because Slovenia is right next to Slovakia.
Yeah, it's so close, I think, to Slovakia.
Okay.
But I want to see Prague. It's 6 hours far away from here by train, and my plan is tomorrow. If I get up early, I will go to the Prague and see some old town and see some other place, and then maybe come back or stay there one night. And Sunday I will need to come back to Bratislava for a job.
Oh my gosh, you are such a busy guy.
Sometimes I don't care about so much job.
Well, good for you. Good for you. And happy to see you. Okay.
Yes.
So Johnny, did you want to tell us what you think, Johnny? Are you still here, Johnny?
Yeah, I'm here.
So tell us what you do for relaxation. We heard from everybody. So tell us about you.
Well, I guess I try different kind of approaches depending on the situation. For instance, when I am I'm having some kind of argument with somebody. For example, I will not go and travel at that moment. I would just step away, perhaps, go to a quiet place, try to organize my thought, try to calm myself down, and then I will go back into the situation again with a little bit more fresh mind. When I'm not arguing, if I have some kind of stress or something that's bothering me, and doesn't I mean, I need to come up with some kind of decision, perhaps. Let's suppose I'm struggling with a situation and I need to decide something, and I'm very, very much stressed out about the whole situation, and I need to be calm in order for me to feel that I will make the best decision. Because I don't want to decide something, for instance, when I am upset or when I'm angry or something is bothering me. I need to feel relaxed so that I will feel and I will make a better decision in a more cold way. And for that, I will just take a moment, perhaps a few hours, to just listen to music. That helps me a lot. We might not agree with what kind of music we find relaxing, but music is one way for me. And another way is watching something like TV series or a TV show or stand-up comedy. Oh, comedy! I love comedy. That really, really helps me to relax. When I can turn a bad situation into something funny or hear somebody doing that, and I just love that. That helps me a lot, and I try to do that as much as I can. When it comes to traveling, if we mean by traveling, to go to one place, stay for a certain amount of time, and go and coming back, I guess some people would find that relaxing. I guess it would be if they are perhaps alone or in couple. I have heard a lot of people who have family who try to go on a trip, on a travel with their family, with their kids, and it's not really relaxing for them. Because they still bring all the daily problems, kids' problems with them. They just change the location, and sometimes it's even worse.
Right.
So I guess for some people would be relaxing if they're actually alone. If they go alone with their significant one, when they can escape for a moment, from their daily routines, and they don't have to worry about kids or something else. I guess that would be a little bit relaxing for them. But for me, what is relaxing actually about traveling is the actual time when you are traveling. When you are on the car, or you are on a plane, or on the train. Just that moment when you are going to point A to point B, and if I am not driving. That is the moment that really relaxes me. It's like it makes me sleep. And another way that relaxes me is when I go to cut my hair. When people are playing with my hair, touching my hair, that really makes me sleep. So I love that. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I cannot, cut my hair every day, but that is a really good excuse to go cutting my hair sometimes. And when about going to places like, you know, some kind of beach or a river coast or a park and just sit and look around, you know, listen to nature perhaps, or watching people walking by. To me, that's not so much relaxing, because I need to occupy my mind in something. I need my brain to be distracted, because when I'm sitting down and without using my brain, without getting distracted, it's like that is the moment when all the problem comes to my mind, and that's the moment when I get most stressed out about, and that's not useful for me. I need to occupy my mind. I need to see something, like, I don't know, a movie perhaps, or reading doesn't help me, so reading is out of the table. I don't like reading, but it certainly doesn't help me to just sit in a park or on the beach, because all the problems comes to my mind because I'm not thinking about something else, and that's not relaxing to me. So that's what I think.
Okay. So, anybody have any questions for Johnny? Okay. I have a question for you, Johnny. So you said that for you relaxing is finding something to occupy your mind with something else, right?
Sometimes.
So for you, relaxing is kind of a
tool.
Sometime.
A tool.
But it's like almost like a distraction.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's more kind of distract you from one way of thinking to another way of thinking.
Right.
So for you, it doesn't work to go to a quiet spot, because that doesn't help you to.
Well, like I said,
it doesn't allow you to distract what you're thinking.
It depends on the situation. For instance, I will not listen to music or watch a movie if I am arguing with somebody. In that kind of situation, yes, I need to be in a quiet place. I need to not listen to anything, not watching anything, just, you know, calm down, organize my thought. In that kind of situation, yes, I need to be in a quiet moment, in a quiet place, you know, with nobody around, perhaps, you know. But like I say, it depends on the situation. I take different kind of relaxing techniques.
Okay. Alrighty. Interesting. Well, let's go ahead. I'm gonna try and give my feedback, and then we'll wrap up here shortly. I know that we're a little bit after the time. We started a little bit late today because of some problems with Skype earlier. But when I think about relaxing, you know, it's interesting that for me, I like to keep active. I'm a very active person. I like to keep active. So for me, relaxing is usually doing something to keep me active. Now, it could be going outside. I love being outside. I love the fresh air. I love the beach, the mountains. I really like that a lot. To me, that's a very relaxing environment. I don't like a lot of noise sometimes, so to me that's not really relaxing. I prefer to do something, even working with my hands, working in, you know, cutting a tree, or I just like those kind of things. But because I also always have a lot on my mind, I do like to sometimes meditate, and I actually do that. Okay, I like to, you know, relax and just kind of let all the bad energy, negative energy go somewhere. I don't know where it goes. It goes somewhere. Okay. All right. For me, I also, you know, I enjoy reading. I've always loved reading. I like writing. I've always loved writing. That's very relaxing to me. You know, I like going to the beach and going fishing, swimming. Swimming is very relaxing for me. I love swimming. Okay. And of course, from a travel standpoint. So, you know, for me, you know, even when I traveled for work, I've always found a way to make it enjoyable. When I went to Kenya, Africa, I found a way to make it enjoyable. When I went to the Philippines, okay, when I went to many different countries. So for me, traveling is something that I really enjoy. Even if I have to go there from a work standpoint, I still try to find a way to make it fun and relaxing. Recently, as I said, I went to Thailand. I had a really good time there. Very, very relaxing. When I went to China, very, very relaxing. And I think it's important to get away. I think we have to get away from our environment sometimes. Sometimes just, a couple of hours is enough. Sometimes a couple of days is enough. Okay, so I think it's important to get away from the same environment that we're always in and to go into a different environment. And to me, that's really important. And I like to meet people. I like to meet new people. I like to go out, go dancing or go have dinner with people. So to me, I really enjoy that kind of activity when I travel somewhere. Go to a coffee shop, or whatever the case is. So, to me, travel is really important to me. I've always traveled a lot ever since I was in high school, and I traveled to Australia as an exchange student. So I've always traveled a lot. And to me, it's really important to do so. And that's basically, for me, what it takes. I think it's important to find a way to relax in order to be productive and healthy and happy, I think. We see people, they can't relax and are always stressed out. And to be honest, they don't live very long, okay? Okay, people that live with a high amount of stress all the time and can't find a way to relax, they don't live very long. Okay, so if you want to live a long life, you have to learn how to relax. Okay, all right. Any questions?
Yes, I have. And since you like travel and the one problem of mine to go abroad, very far away from here, jet lag. Do you have a knack to solve or to reduce jet lag?
That's an interesting question, Hiroki, because, for example, when I went to Thailand a couple of years ago, or obviously flying to China, or, those are long trips. Those are 14, 15, 16-hour trips, right? Sometimes a little bit longer, right? So it's never bothered me. I don't know why. Maybe because I sleep on an airplane. I don't have any problems sleeping on an airplane. If I get on an airplane, I can sleep like a baby. Okay, it doesn't bother me. But I've never had a problem with jet lag. I don't know why. Never. To me, it's like it's just something I've never had a problem with. So. And like I said, maybe it's because a lot of people, when they fly on a plane, they get nervous, they get anxious, they can't really. For me, I'm like a little kid. I can sleep so good. Okay, all right.
Oh, sounds nice.
They have to wake me up and say, "Sir, you're here. Get off the plane." Okay. So but again, no, I've never had a problem. Never. Yeah, I don't know why. I just haven't. Sometimes I feel like I should be suffering jet lag just from being here and speaking to people from around the world. Okay, all right.
May I say something?
Sure, Richard.
Yeah, when I visit the USA, I mean last year at July. Maybe I don't like the flying because it makes me nervous, and sometimes I thought the plane will fall down. I don't know why I think like that, but this type of bad things come to my mind when I get in the plane every time. Even when I come to Slovakia, it takes 2 hours by plane. From Turkey to Bratislava, I mean Vienna. When I arrived Denver, a few days, I was waking up at 3 o'clock. I mean 3 p.m. a.m. and looking around like it is like morning for me, and then looking around and still dark everywhere and sleep again. it takes a few days for me. I mean, this is jet lag, I think. After that, everything's in my body became normal, and then I start to sleep normally. This was very stressful for me because in the normal day in the USA, my body was shaking because I didn't sleep well because of that.
Yeah, a lot of people, Rajab, a lot of people suffer from this. A lot of people, they have to take what's called Dramamine. I think it's what it's called. It's a pill you take, when you go like maybe in a car or on a boat or even on a plane. But I think that's more for getting sick. But a lot of people feel nervous. They get on the plane and they want to drink alcohol right away, right?
Yeah, I know.
So, to me, I guess maybe because I've always flown, I used to fly every week. Every week I used to be on an airplane in the past, okay? And I did that for 10, 15 years. Every week I'd be on an airplane. So I got
I'm late, Rick. Sorry, I'm late.
It's okay, Jamie. So the point is that Rajab, yeah, you're right. Some people they have the fear of flying, and it's really hard. It's really hard for them to fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when the plane take off from land, it makes me very crazy. And yes, I start talking with my near my how can I say, I don't know, sitting in my how can I call them,
your passengers
passengers, sorry
teammates.
Yeah, passengers, and start talking with them, and sometimes they ask me, are you believing God? And
you believe in God?
Yeah, I said at that time, yes, I believe God. Because I need him right now.
Yeah, there's people have a hard time, and especially if you're on a plane and shakes and it vibrates and you say or it goes down and up and down and up and you say so that's why they serve alcohol on the plane. Okay, all right, okay.
As for me, I'm pretty brave. I have no fear of flying at all. I mean, I just look at what my mother does. I just look at the window and say, so this is what a bird sees. I just say, I just sit back, relax, and
So Jamie, we're about ready to wrap up, but real quickly, I think we have Leandro. Are you here, Leandro?
Yes.
Hey, Leandro, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you guys?
Good. Did you want to participate?
Sure.
So tell us about how you like to relax.
Mostly spending time with friends. When I am with my friends, hang out.
Yeah.
Making. Yes, you are one of those friends, Jamie.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Thanks, Leandro.
Yes, make chit chat or sometimes serious topics.
Yeah.
Besides that, I love playing football. That makes me forget for a moment, forget for a while all my problems. All problems in the world, all wars, all conflicts, or all afflicts. I also, on Skype, I think that when I'm spending time with people on Skype, I relax.
Okay,
as
good.
we are doing right now. So football, friends. I like to travel, but I don't have the opportunity so often. But it's going to improve in next year when I have graduated from my course. It's not a degree, but it's like what we call in Brazil a technical course.
Yeah, vocational training.
Yeah, vocation.
Yes. So I like reading. I love to read.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And now I just start learning guitar. So.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Yes, and I realized that when I'm in the class learning from my teacher, and when I am home practicing what he taught me, I relax.
Oh, good. Well, good.
And finally, I would say animals. Animals. I love animals. Not only dog and cats, but also pigs, cows.
They get pretty animals in Brazil.
So you need to have your own zoo, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since we've had you here. So happy to see you again. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I also relax here on Skype. You know, hang out with my friends and stuff like Leandro, Hiroki. Yeah, it's been a long time for us, Leandro. Maybe a couple weeks.
So let me ask you real quickly one question for Leandro, then we'll move to you, Jamie, and we'll wrap up.
Okay.
So when you said you haven't had a chance to travel much in the past, but when you do travel in the future, where do you want to go?
America.
Well, guess what? California.
Hey, not bad.
Yes, but I want to visit the United States, and now that my sister is living in Los Angeles.
Oh, is she?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Cool.
she have been living there for almost nearly 5 years now.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So
And
she's on. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she's only about an hour away from me. Huh. Okay.
Watch out.
Hour.
Carnival is
Yeah, it's about
really-
1 hour. Yeah.
And speaking of California, I have just hosted a friend from San Francisco.
Oh.
Cool.
So go ahead.
Yes, he's learning Portuguese, so he visited Brazil to practice Portuguese, and I can say he's fluent already.
Very
Wow.
nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Mo bene.
Okay. Well, you know what, Leandro, sometime I'd be curious what part of Los Angeles your sister lives in. Los Angeles is a big city, so I'd be curious what part she lives in. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Let's go, Jamie. We're going to go to you, then we'll wrap up.
Okay.
So, Jamie, what do you like to do to relax?
Well, sometimes I read. Sometimes, most of the time, I'm on here with Skype and talk to my friends like Hiroki a lot. We talk almost every day, he and I. And it's actually he's teaching me Japanese. Which, what's him doing, Hiroki? The writing, I think, the speaking is okay, but the writing is terrible. Or tough, I should say. I have 3 writing systems like hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Oh boy. But I think the kanji, which is based on Chinese, is the easiest.
Okay, so you like chatting on Skype. What else do you like doing?
Reading and stuff, like also traveling. I sometimes I travel like and I think next month I might be going down to Florida. I hope.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
nice. Florida.
And did you know, Rick? When I graduated high school, one of the things I wanted to move. I wanted to move out to California. I'd love to go. I'd like to go to LA, San Francisco.
Yeah. Well, anytime you want to come here, you're welcome. California, it's funny that I listen to a lot of people. Well, I don't want to get into politics, but anyway, the thing about California is that it's so diversified, and that's the reason I like it, is because we have so much, whether people from South America, Europe, Asia, it's so diversified. And I really, to me personally, I really like that a lot. So
the only problem I have is like those earthquakes. I mean, We get earthquakes once in the
you
blue
know,
moon.
that's part of life. You got to take the bad with the good and the good with the bad, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Last earthquake we had here was like 1998, I think.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Like I said, it comes with the territory. Wildfires and earthquakes. So, okay. Well, listen, everybody. We're going to go ahead and wrap up. It was a good session. Again, I apologize the first hour when I was using the other version of Skype. We had a lot of problems. I apologize for that. But I was still happy that all of you could join us. So, and again, Leandro spent a long time. Nice to see you again. So remember, tomorrow we have a debate. It will start earlier. So we have a debate tomorrow. And we'll talk to you guys later, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Hey, bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, bye-bye.